twende juu, twende chini, ukitoka shikilia chini, wena mekate manini ama rubaini, kata kiuno kama una mashini, nisisite na meja na machizi, combination utachizi, weka manzi for mani, peleke misi, ule dema kona micro mini, anakubamba piga Kiswahili, kama umekwama fanya hivi, nyongwa, 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 easy, nyongwa, nyongwa. I wanna see shake, come to go do, I don't go do. DJ Crossfade. I see no big one too. The baby girl I wanna see you. Come to go do, I don't go do. I see no big one too. I wanna see you grow, bring it down. Don't ever wanna see you go. Don't ever let it go. Baby girl I wanna see you go. Dance around the moon. Baby girl I wanna see you smile. Don't ever let it go. I'm gonna love you today.
When it's Monday afternoon, you know it's time for Monday football. Today it is madness, pure madness in studio. I didn't expect this. I thought I'm here with university students, you're going to talk football, transfers and everything else. Shock on me. I get into studio and people are dancing in here. What about FC Upper? Any FC fan here? No FC fan? You missed the jersey. I was going to give out a jersey for FC Leopards fans. So if you want my FC Leopards jersey, you know what to do. Hashtag Monday Football. Don't tweet me at Michael Kinyi. In fact, I've opened the Citizen TV handle here so that you don't tweet me. Hashtag Monday Football. AFC Leopards jersey up for grabs. Etihad, this is Manchester City, Liverpool, Real Madrid, and that blue team that was hit yesterday. All these jerseys up for grabs today. It's a fully packed show. Waiga Mora is not in studio today. He's in Rwanda, but we'll be catching up with him later on. But remember, our question of the day is, it's a derby weekend next Sunday, Gor Mahia versus AFC Leopards, as we put up on the board there. Who will stop Gor Mahia? Can AFC Leopards actually stop Gor Mahia? That's the question of the day for today. Hashtag Monday Football. Niko na jerseys za kupeana ndong.
Absolutely, Michael Kinywel. It's interesting, like today afternoon, the studio is like a stadium. On that end is what we call the Russia, the noise makers. On this end, Michael Kinyi is slightly subdued, and this afternoon, as usual, we have our resident arbitrator, we call her the referee of the video segment, that is Amanda. And then this afternoon, we have also a gentleman called Samuel. And on his on my extreme left is Mr. Marvin. Now, these two gentlemen will be battling it out on the video segment. Michael Kinyi, of course, last week, remember, there was another gentleman who was there, but we understand that he has had some good fortune, so he told us that he will bring in some new friends today. So he's not here with us, so we have new people, new players on the video segment. Kinyi.
Well, let's see how it goes there in CrossFit today. I know why CrossFit is on fire like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know why?
Why?
How did Arsenal play over the weekend?
2-1.
They won 2-1. Turn a CrossFit. Put it. Well, thank you, DJ CrossFit there on the decks. Let's take a look at what's coming up this afternoon on Monday Football. Who will stop the mighty Gor Mahia as their unbeaten run continues?
So it's challenging for it.
Mathare pay heavy tax to Ushuru. Is Stanley Okumbi out or in? We tell you. Chelsea eats humble pie. The defending English Premier League champions humbled by the mighty Manchester City. Barcelona shell-shocked. The Catalan giants obliterated by the mighty Athletic Bilbao. Now we kick off on the local scene where Gor Mahia FC managed to silence Ushuru. Of course, Ushuru were confident before that particular fixture. They said that they would bag all 3 points. In the end, Gor Mahia reigned supreme against Ushuru as they beat their opponents in their match 2-0 past the taxman, with Innocent Wafula and Enoch Agwanda scoring a goal apiece.
Mechi ya leo ilikuwa nzuri lakini tumpoteza. Mechi kuna vitu vitatu. Moja kuna kuwin, kuna kudraw na kuna kulose. Tumefall kwa hiyo moja ya kulose, tumelose. Sasa turudi tuketi chini na wachezaji, tupange next game to make sure tuko na 3 points.
Well, we started with the highlights. What Ndong didn't tell you is that we started our highlights from Wednesday last week. Not just this weekend, but from Wednesday last week. We give you the matches of midweek, coming all the way up to the matches that were played yesterday in the Kenyan Premier League. Well, on that note, AFC Leopards Wars continued. They were hit 1-0 by Ulinzi Stars in their midweek match on Wednesday. That was the last match before Ulinzi went to Uganda for the military games. The lone goal was scored by John Makwata in the 33rd minute.
Session in that middle pack. When they get into that position there.
Why with an opportunity, can he score? Just cleared the Kiza dangerous, and it's a goal. Well, a flurry of mistakes resulting in a goal to Makwata. Lindsay, interesting. He's moved his shin guard. Maybe imitating the coach.
That is Amwai all alone on his right foot, brings in a cross. The ball is not taken care of, but that deflection.
John Baraza saved Sofapaka's blushes as they drew 3-3 in a high-scoring match against Nakuru All-Stars. The Nakuru side on the verge of their 3rd season win, but a lapse in concentration culminated in a draw.
Yeah, beautiful. Long ball by Omonge into the box. Mulumba. Opportunity. Sofapaka bear at the back. Can the All-Stars put in a 3rd one? Well, they're looking for the shot at goal, but poor opportunity to Kakenya. And it's a 3rd goal. Kicks. And Fuadi Ndaisenga. All straight to goal. We talked about it. And Sofapaka with a beautiful gem of a goal. To do, Arnold, was to take advantage of Ulinzi's absence in the league, because Ulinzi away till the end of the month for the military games. And a chance there. 2nd goal. As far as Waswa. Waswa plays it to the center. Baraza. Shot. And deflection. Oh! And the equalizer.
Well, second match for Ushuru FC of the week. They hammered Mathare United 3-1 at the Nyayo National Stadium, and this prompted Stanley Okumbi to say that he has stepped aside. But we've got a communication from Mathare United saying they do not know if he has stepped aside or not, because the official resignation letter is not there. There's the highlights from that game.
The touching by Ismail Dunga, and it's in the net. So the inclusion of Edwin Lavazza. Then when he puts his foot onto it, then you know that he's doing it well. Here is a chance now for Ushuru, and out of nothing, it is Roosevelt Blatti who's brought the ball back to Arita. Has a touch on it, the shot is in the net. Nelson Marasowe. Time at the moment, 90 minutes played, scoreline still in favor of Ushuru. Another one from the right side for Marasowe. Gets it into the net.
Our plan was good. From the word go, we created, of course, the chances that we could have scored. Then I think my players are doing the mistake that it's uncoachable. Yeah?
First of all, before I start the game, I have 1 point. And now, since Mathare, they had scored the first goal, so I told my players now we have to go and attack full blast, because now we have nothing to lose since we have conceded.
A brace from Michael Olunga and a neat header by Medi Kagere was enough to silence Nairobi City Stars as Gor Mahia reigned supreme, winning that match by 3-1.
Numbers we're talking about from the midfield. Wallace Simbi And then to Abuba Sibamano, lifts it into the area. This is Mehdi Kagere! And Mehdi Kagere puts it in the net. Does a good thing of keeping Mehdi Kagere on the onside. Kakunzi off his line. It's Michael Olunga. And it's in the net. He's the man that likes to call the engineer. Taking his time. And it's in the net. Ronnie Kakunzi calls the correct side. But then it's Nick Sponsima.
By how many goals? That was the question.
For the opposite number 8, Calvin Massar latches onto it. Jimmy Bakea in front of goal, he puts it in from sheer hard work. Jimmy Bakea will get his name on the score chart. And this will be the consolation goal for the side.
Well, Michael Kinyi, Gor Mahia still unbeaten. We were just having this discussion much earlier, and it's interesting that the remaining fixtures, Gor Mahia could actually seal the title with less than about 3 matches to go.
Actually, they have 9 games to play.
Yes.
In the league. The rest have 7 matches to play. They're on 55 points now.
Yes.
Their target now should be 66.
Yes.
Why? Because Ulinzi, who are second place Ulinzi, can only reach 65 points maximum if they win the remaining games. If you add the 21 points to their points tally now, they can only get to 65. So Gor Mahia only needs to get to 66 points. And to get to 66 points, that means 11 points from the remaining 9 matches. So if even if their form goes, even if their form goes out of the window, surely they should be able to do that, because they've got 9 matches, 2 games in hand. If they win on Wednesday and Sunday, for example, it will only be 5 points from 7 games. It's quite possible.
Facing Nakuru All-Stars, but of course the biggest match that everyone will be looking out for is those 2 jerseys behind you, Gor Mahia versus AFC Leopards.
I'm telling you, it's the derby, and that's the question that I was asking, guys. You should see the comments that are coming in here. You start off with Crispin Beno. No, Beno is talking about Chelsea. I don't want to hear anything about Chelsea. Dennis Rajula says AFC Leopards is capable of stopping Gor Mahia. It's usually a team out of form who usually has an upper hand. AFC jersey, please. Sikusema napeana AFC bado. What was studio nilikuwa napeana AFC jersey? I'll ask you another question. You get it, I give the jersey. You don't get it, it goes to the fans out there. Well, Kelvin Blues says waiting for EPL highlights. Gor will beat Ingwe, period. Then this one is Kihiu Wanja says, hook me up with a Manchester United jersey. I want to have an Adidas jersey. I don't have Manchester United here. This is the ones I'm giving out, except that one in the studio. And then Zachary Odongo says, you should be asking how many times AFC Leopards are going to be caged. Don't be too sure, by the way. Derbies have got, that's what they say. In teaser they were telling me, mpira una adabu. As in, derbies have got no rules. So don't even count on it, Bernard.
Absolutely. Tusker drew 1-1 with KCB as the Brewers failed to bag a win in 3 outings.
Big ball forward, that will be offside on Kyogera. Oh, the flag has stayed down. Tilche on the right side. Takes too long, gives it to Crispina. It's in the net. It's good delivery then from the right side because of that corner that was given. This one's in the net. The goalkeeper doesn't touch the ball. The header comes from the right side, and it's Jerkins Atudo who is competing with other strikers for scores, who moves into the score sheet.
We could have done better than this, yeah? Could have done better than this. We could have gotten the 3 points if we would have buried our 3 chances that we've got in the first half. But it's a fair result.
Well, Waiga Mora is not in studio today, and you must be wondering where he is today. He's become a high flyer. He's not around. He's not even in Kenya. He's in Rwanda covering the East Africa school games with a focus on football. That is what is taking him there. So he prepared something for us. Let's hear what is in store in Rwanda. Wahiga.
2 of the games here in Rwanda. Exciting session, and we decided to catch up with the football matches that are taking place today. We've got 2 Kenyan representatives in the male category. We have got Pasenga Boys and of course the runners-up Laser Hill. And Laser Hill were kicking off from the University of Rwanda. Their match has just come to a close, 0-0. Now these are some of the highlights of that match. Well, one one of the major talking points was about the referees and their behavior here today, with complaints from Laser Hill that the referees are not up to standard. This is what the coach, Mr. Anthony Kirema of Laser Hill, had to say about that.
We need to fix our first 10 minutes of our game because that's our weak link. But after that, we usually settle.
Well, that's all we have time for from here in Rwanda. Back to you at the Communication Center on Monday Football. Nevertheless, lots of other sports activities happening during the course of the day. We've got rugby, we've got volleyball, we've got basketball, netball, handball, and table tennis, just to name a few. In total, 10 disciplines will be taking place between today and the 23rd, which is Sunday. So keep it Citizen TV. We'll have all those highlights in our subsequent bulletins. But now, signing out from Huye in Rwanda, my name is Wahega Mora. Back to you guys in studio.
Well, in Kenya, Rwanda, they say Murakozi. That is, thank you very much, Wahega Mwaura. Now, a resilient Dandora youth rallied from behind to turn the tables on their neighbors, Naivas, in a 7-goal thriller in a round of 16 of the Football Kenya Federation Nairobi branch organized Nairobi Champions Cup. Dandora overturned a 3-1 halftime score to beat Naivas 4-3 in a match that was played at the Nairobi Technical Institute grounds. Earlier, Uprising Youth FC beat Dortmund United by a solitary goal to make a date with Terra Sport in the quarters. Then a brace from Nixon Owino and one from Joseph Milongo was enough for Ken Poli to knock out Gashie Silver Bullets. In the Girls' Championships, Golden Angels carried the day as they bundled out Street Revolution in a penalty shootout. Angels won the match 4-3 after the girls had settled to a barren draw. Now we're here at the video segment, and it's a very interesting scoreline right now, Amanda.
Actually,
yes.
I do not want you to say what the scores are, because things are really sick. Things are sick. Like the first half, can you imagine someone here actually scored 4-0?
Yes.
And right now, in the second half, like in the 70th minute, someone has actually managed to score at least one.
That is Marvin and that is Samuel.
Yes.
So Marvin has scored 4 goals while Mr. Samuel here is struggling.
Yes, but Samuel apparently promises that he is going to like improve the next game. He's going to do better and win.
Right.
And actually wanted to try something. Mike, Ukwapi, listen to this.
I'm listening.
We have T-shirts again, yeah?
Yes.
Like last week.
I'm not giving you any out there, so forget.
How happy?
No.
So what is all this effort for?
That effort. Washinda kwanza.
You know what?
Yes.
Let's see what happens. I'm sure he'll give the winner money out of his pocket.
Let's listen to what Marvin has to say. Marvin, what are you doing right? You've scored 4 goals so far. You're playing with Bayern Munich and Real Madrid is trailing. So
Yeah.
4-1.
Tell us
what are you doing right?
I think basically it's all about the defense first. Get your defense right, then use your chances.
Defense wins games.
Defense
Samuel,
wins you games.
your defense, what's not going on?
I had a different formation in the first half, and as you can see in the second half, I've contained him. He's only managed to score 1 goal. Yes.
Amanda is confident you're going to salvage a comeback. Do you think that is feasible? How? Just
yeah, tell us like what you think you will do to like be able to improve and get to where he is now.
For the next match, I'm going to use the right formation.
What is the right formation? Talk about the right formation. Is it a 4-3-2-1?
It's a 4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1.
Yes.
Why?
Because it's more defensive, and the 2 players in front of the defense are going to come back and help the defenders.
Okay.
So it will be effective.
It will be effective.
Yes.
Okay, let's see how it pans out. Scoreline. Interestingly, Mike, as we're just having the discussion, a goal went. Marvin has just scored another goal, so it's 5-1. So Samuel, I think you should do more playing, less talking, right? Michael, can you over to you?
Well, I'm looking at your tweets, and Geoffrey Angote is the only one who's following the rules. He says, #MondayFootball, AFC Leopards always beats Gor Mahia whenever Gor is flying high, and Ingwe isn't. Nipe Liverpool jersey. Have it. That one is Geoffrey Angote. Hizo zingine bado najiwekea. Until you follow the rules, I am not giving out any. #MondayFootball is what you need to do. #MondayFootball, give me your views about Gor versus FC. Tell me what jersey you want. For now, you've changed. You've become a lecturer.
Yes, recently I became a lecturer.
Okay, she's been here before on Monday Football. She's a sports and entertainment lawyer, Sarah Ochwada. Now she's become... Okay, now tell us about this lecturing.
So I recently started lecturing at Strathmore University. I'm teaching the pioneer class of Strathmore. So they're the 4th years, and they're the first people in Kenya or East Africa to learn about sports and entertainment law. So I'm really excited because I have some of my students with me in studio today. We've done a lot of interesting things, especially with regards football transfers and rules with FIFA. But our class is very different. We live tweet our classes, we do a lot of YouTube videos, we are very engaged in social media, so it's a lot of fun so far.
And you also dance?
Yes. Amongst our many talents, we dance, we sing, we take photographs, like it's just a whole bunch of talented minds out there.
When it comes to transfers, that's a discussion I'll be having with them. Let me see how they have grasped all this. But you've looked at the Kenyan transfer market, and we had problems, especially with a player coming from a different league. What ails us in this country of ours as far as transfers are concerned?
Well, usually with transfers, every national association should set up its own procedures for transfer rules. And that's something that's been lacking in Kenya. We don't have the proper procedures, or people don't know about the procedures for transfers. Another thing is we do not have access to the information about transfers. You know, when it's international, you have the TMS from FIFA, which allows you to actually see who's going where and the amount of time it takes and the kind of contracts they're exchanging. In Kenya, we're not as open about such systems or about the negotiations. So that's
actually,
what really
they didn't tell us. I'll take a case of Paul Weri, for example. You're supposed to move to Gor Mahia from South Africa, but we only got the details of the TMS after there was a problem, in that they were time barred. They didn't know how that system works. So whose ball is it? Which ball is in whose court? Who's supposed to educate all these clubs?
So FIFA usually have TMS managers, and they actually have a lot of information online about what clubs are supposed to do and how they affect international transfers, especially with the TMS system. Every association should have access to this information and actually give a manager who will inform others about the TMS system. Now, I'm not sure whether we have that in Kenya, but it's something that we should definitely look into. And actually, one of my students were talking earlier, Oscar, was saying there should be some sort of system or an app developed which could actually give us some information about transfer matching system, especially in Africa or in Kenya. So if anyone comes up with that, Oscar was the brainchild of that app. You'll have to talk to him later about that and see how that...
Okay, you've talked about lecturing at the university. I mean, is it a course that you've introduced? Was it there before? How would somebody get to do sports and entertainment?
So currently it is offered at Strathmore University as an undergraduate course. So you would have to be enrolled in Strathmore University currently from first year in order to have this course. However, we just signed an MOU between Strathmore Law School and the Center for Sports Law, so we will be introducing certain courses for the public and anyone who's interested in coming and learning about sports law in general. So coming soon.
Living your dream now,
One step at a time.
Talk about Center for Sports Law, by the way, because I only know of that organization as far as championing players' rights are concerned. You handle one case. I don't know what else are you guys doing.
So we have actually rebranded and restructured our organization. What we're doing now is we've broadened our reach and our scope so that we can cater to more stakeholders in Kenyan sports. So this year we're going to have a summit organized in conjunction with Strathmore Law School, and that's going to be our major event for the year. But we're bringing together stakeholders from corporate, from federations, from international federations, from marketing societies to come and discuss what's impeding the sports business in Kenya, what's in the environment, where we have certain strategies which prevent people from actually getting enough sponsorship, or what could happen if we actually opened up the discussion to allow the leagues and the clubs and every other sport to have access to this kind of sponsorship. So that's one of the things we're looking at. Another thing we're doing is we're doing a lot of amicus briefs. It's a very interesting term which most Kenyans
amicus briefs.
Yes.
I was about to ask what language is it?
It's Latin. Yes. So you're coming in as a friend of the court because now we have the Sports Dispute Tribunal set up.
Yes.
What we've seen is there's a lack of knowledge in terms of the expertise in sports law. So we look at the kind of cases that go through the sports disputes tribunals, and we approach the court and ask them if we can enjoin ourselves in the case and give them research based on the matters at hand.
Wow, very interesting. We'll pick up from there. I want to speak to the students of yours because I couldn't believe none of them is an AFC Leopards fan and nobody is picking up that jersey. So ebu muniambie, hizi ni timu gani mna support kama msupport AFC? Somebody has the microphone. We'll start with them. Give me your name first.
My name is Ronnie.
Ronnie?
Yeah.
Which teams do you support?
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Ghana.
Umesikia mali ameanza? Uko juu. Locally you don't support any team?
I also support Gor Mahia.
You used to?
I do. I support.
Oh, you support Gor Mahia?
Yeah.
So why did you start with Arsenal and not Gor?
I don't know.
I pass the microphone because this is very interesting. Introduce yourself.
My name is Edward Paranta. I support Gor Mahia in Kenya, and also Chelsea on the international scale.
So you had a mixed weekend.
Don't say that again. It was a tough weekend.
Pande moja uko sawa, pande nyingine unaumia.
You don't know whether to celebrate or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is James Kubasu. In Kenya, I support Ligindogo SC, and I support them because I used to play for them.
Okay.
Used to? Yes, I used to.
What happened?
I started playing rugby.
Okay. So rugby has more money than football.
But it suits me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, pass on the
and
mic.
My team in the Premier League is Manchester United.
Okay. We'll get into that. I'm getting to know people's teams kwanza. Ndio nijue mahali makombora itakayoelekea.
Hi. I'm Timothy.
Yes, Timothy.
I'm Timothy Ombachi. Locally, I support Shabana FC. I guess the name Ombachi tells you a lot about that.
Ombachi. Hapo ndo sitaki tuende. Gitaa wana support Gor Mahia. Mbona Ombachi si support timu nyingine kama FC?
No. Lazima tuanzie nyumbani.
You start from home. EPL?
Arsenal.
Ai, iko taabu leo. CrossFit is just cheering huko. Namsikia tu.
Hi. My name is Peter Ndeda, and locally I support Nakuru All Stars because I like how they play. In the international stage, I support Liverpool.
Nakuru,
the one and only.
Nakuru All Stars and Liverpool.
Yeah.
You're such a weird guy.
No, but it's the style of play.
Is this guy weird in school? Somebody tell me.
It's the style of play.
He's very weird, yeah? From those teams, Nakuru All Stars. No, when did you ever hear
somebody supporting Nakuru All Stars?
But then you must have
Don't you have heartache?
Just they play well, just that they don't perform. But I like the style of play.
Yes. Over the weekend, they almost got their third victory. What went wrong?
I mean, I think just tactics. It all boiled down to the tactics that were applied.
Well, I am just getting to know what people support. I've had Gor Mahia, Ligindogo, Shabana.
My name is Levi Wangome. Locally, as much as they've fallen from the top, I support Tusker FC, and internationally, I support the greatest team in England, in the world, I believe, Manchester United.
Hey, the braggart. I'm telling you, Manchester United wanakuambia. Now, tell me about Tusker. How many points behind the league leaders?
To be honest with you,
yes.
TV yangu inashika English Premier League.
You've got the players, you have the coach, you have the money. Why won't Tusker win the league?
I guess it's if you look at it, it's the same as internationally. It's not all about the manager and the money and the player. I think it's a lot of synergy in the team that's missing. So I'm guessing that's one of the main reasons that it's going down. Yeah.
Okay. So Sawa, let's continue.
Hello, Nimo Kering.
Yes.
Locally, I also support Likindogo FC, but this is mostly because I used to take my young brothers to play, and I used to really enjoy how they play. I'm very supportive of young talent. Internationally, I am a die-hard Arsenal fan. Totally, like.
I'll give you, and nobody. I don't want any other person to answer. I'll give you whatever jersey you want from there if you tell me the last result of Likindogo.
Well, I was watching mostly. Well, rather, I watch mostly when they're just.
When your brothers are playing.
Yes, when they're playing, it's I appreciate that much more.
Can you imagine umehata jazi tu hapo?
No. I'll answer another question.
That was my question, not any other. The simplest, Just pass on the mic.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Abel Kimani. I'm a Tusker FC fan, but mostly because I like Francis Kimanzi's coaching style since he was in Harambee Stars.
Yes.
And internationally, I support the great Manchester United.
You guys talk about the greatest team in the world. Real Madrid is the greatest team in the world. Who has won 10 titles, European titles? 10. La Decima. Give me which team? We buy anyone we want. Give me one player Real Madrid has wanted and they never won.
Which team has the most titles in England?
No. Forget about the English league.
Which team has a fighting spirit?
Now let's go to level ground, yeah? EPL and UEFA Champions League. European titles. How many for Manchester United?
3.
Hata tusiendelee.
It's not about results. It's about the passion. It's about the spirit.
10 minus 3?
I won't answer that. It's not about the mathematics.
It's
the
about
spirit.
what?
It's the
So
spirit
how do you
that man
measure
has.
greatness?
You measure greatness
by titles
where
you've
you've
won.
where you've come from the 1958 bomb crash.
Okay, tell
now.
me, which is the greatest team in Kenya?
Right now, I would say
Ever.
Gor Mahia.
Why?
Because their style of play is very entertaining.
So that's what
I like the approach to the game. I know what you want me to say. I'm not
Now that you know what I want you to say, you'll not say it.
Yeah.
So we agree on that one. Titles give you greatness.
That's a part of it.
3 versus 10. I will.
You're dealing with a
Aye.
lawyer.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Rukia Aziz,
Uh-huh.
and I lost interest in local football, mostly because my homeboys Bandari never would really win anything. So yes. And internationally, hashtag GGMU, Man United.
Endelea. Peana tu microphone hapa chini.
Hi, my name is Peter Ndongo. I'm a Tusker FC fan locally, and internationally I support the team that has never been relegated from the Premier League, Arsenal.
Interesting statistics. Never been relegated. Lakini unaona ball kama unaumia kila weekend. Umeshikilia roho.
Niliumia tu game ya kwanza.
Na hiyo weekend ilikuwa mbaya. Tusker chini, FC Arsenal chini.
Nilikuwa mbaya, lakini sawa.
Tell me, Saturday, Gor versus AFC Leopards. Would you go to the stadium?
Would I go?
Yes.
I'm
no,
not
let's
sure.
just be honest.
Okay, I wouldn't go.
Why? Mawe.
The scene, yes. Sitaki kuwa stoned. If anything comes up, I'm sorry. I don't want to be there.
Now,
I'd rather watch it from home.
Imagine, it's the likes of you and I who should be encouraging guys to go to the stadium and say, let's go. Si hata Uhuru alisema security starts with who?
Sawa.
Inaanza na mimi na wewe.
Inaanza na wewe, lakini.
Yes. So tell me, what would make you go watch that match? Because I'll give the message to KPL now. As in, you'd want to go watch that game, but anyway, what would make you go to watch that game?
I'd say, okay, because the passion for watching football is there.
Yes.
But when it comes to security concerns, honestly, it's just, I don't know. I can't put words to it.
So we secure our stadiums, you'll be able to go to the stadium. Waambiwa hakuna mawe anywhere near stadium.
But they still do the same thing, but you still find people throwing stones there. So I don't know what the problem is.
So who will know?
Watuambie. They're the ones who are there. They're the ones who are there.
Sawa sawa. I hope KPL are watching and they're listening to these comments. Very interesting.
Hello, my name is Oscar Kome. I am a Batoto Bamungu fan, Sofapaka, and as my good friend from Nakuru also has learned this weekend, the game is not over till it's over. And I am a Barcelona, ardent Barcelona fan.
Ardent Barcelona fan.
Ardent.
What has happened to Sofapaka this season? You started well, the wheels are coming off now.
Well, I guess it's pretty much what the coach said this weekend. We have a lot of mistakes in the beginning, most of the time. If you look at the games, we have a lot of mistakes. There's a lot of synergy missing. I think maybe these are dressing room issues. But I think that they have all the opportunity to improve. Yeah, I remember them in their heyday last year. But
okay.
Yeah.
Last year they pushed Gor all the way.
Yeah.
To the final day of the season.
Yeah.
This
but
year?
This year, I guess it's tough. It's tough. As we were talking about the transfer market, I think we need to make a few more purchases. I think we need to strengthen our defense. It's shameful. And yeah, I guess that's all I can say about Sofapaka.
How many Kenyans in that team of yours? There are more Congolese than Kenyans. Like nyinyi ni wakora sana.
Hizo transfers ni lazima. Like I believe that's why the style of play is so entertaining, so nice to watch. It is because they have the diversity that is necessary, the pedigree that is necessary to win titles.
I like that argument. So going into Go TV, do you think you can be able to defend that title?
Tough question, I have to say. I'm scared of God, I have to say. Between those two, I have to say I think God is pushing us all the way. And I'm not too sure if we're going to defend the title, really.
Not too sure?
Not too sure.
Okay, where do we finish off? She didn't say her name and her teams.
So my name is Doris Matu, and I do not have any particular interest in local football, but I support FC Barcelona.
FC Barcelona.
FC Barcelona.
So tukupatie jersey FC wezi enda stadium.
Hakuna motivation ya kwenda huko.
Would you imagine this jersey, by the way, nobody wants it. Because I've asked 2 questions here, 3 actually. Nobody wants that jersey. I should just keep it, Bernard. What do you think?
Keep it and try and see, because at least I'm seeing some responses. People are responding to the question asked earlier on. This coming weekend, AFC Leopards will be facing off with Gor Mahia. The question asking you, will AFC Leopards be able to end the unbeaten run? Will they be able to stop Gor Mahia? It seems, Michael Kenny, most of the people are thinking no, that's not going to happen because of the kind of form that Gor Mahia has. And this is a gentleman here, and we should have said your name, but here we go. Here's his name, and he says that I'm sure that Gor Mahia will not be able to be stopped by Ingwe. I know that Kogalo will be continue rampaging. That is Peter. Another one here. This is Kid Rotich, who says, who will stop Gor? It's got to be Sofapaka. So I'm sure one of the Sofapaka fans is very happy there. That is Kid Rotich, and he's also asking for the Manchester United jersey. Unfortunately, the only jerseys we have is Chelsea, Real Madrid, Liverpool, and on my extreme there I can see Manchester City. Another response here, we can see this is somebody saying Gor is unstoppable right now, but remember this is a derby, it doesn't matter, everything can happen. It's a long SMS, Mike. Yes. So the fear is 50-50, but I'm certain the mighty Kogalo, the Green Army, Ogalo Pembe, all teams will still cry. I think this is an email, Mike. And Gor 3 Leopards, Gor 3 Leopards 1. Now you see. He said his community, I'm loyal, please give me a jersey. Last Monday he said that I will get mine today. I'm a Manchester United fan and a Barcelona and Bayern Munich fan. Interesting sentiments there.
That one is just groveling for a jersey.
Absolutely.
And multiple choices. Unfortunately, all those ones are not here.
They're not there, unfortunately. But Michael Kenny, just coming back here to the video segment,
I'm telling you, I saw a goal going. As you're reading that text, I saw a goal going.
You know what is happening right now? They changed the entire setup. Amanda, tell us what you told them to do.
Yesterday, as you all know, there was a very big match between Manchester City and Chelsea. And Manchester City won 3-0, yes?
Yes.
So I decided that I was bored seeing someone's behind being kicked 7-1. Yes. And I was like, let's recreate it. So he is playing as Chelsea, Marvin, and he was a winner. And he is playing as Manchester City. So I want to see if the scores will be the same in his favor because he lost last time. So
the game has just started.
Actually, we're in the 70th minute, and it is 2-1 in his favor, Manchester City.
Manchester City are leading 2-1.
Yes.
So he just conceded a goal when Dong was reading that. It must have been spectacular. He scratched his head.
At least Samuel is now winning, because when he was playing with Real Madrid, things were fake. Because as the show was progressing, it ended 7-1. Marvin scored 7 goals playing with Bayern Munich, and he was playing using Real Madrid.
So
but at least now, he's leading 2-1. And just having a look at this video segment here, the scoreline is 2-1.
2-2.
2-2. This guy, Mike, this guy is the guy to watch.
Well, as you're continuing with that, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, I want to give out all those jerseys. Nikona Chelsea, Real Madrid, Liverpool is gone, Manchester City and AFC Leopards. And I will start with that AFC Leopards. I need to give out that jersey. #MondayFootball or SMS 22422 when we come back from the break.